Give me a minute. There we go. I don't know why it always does that. Like, it always seems to take its sweet time with that. I also need to shift some stuff around because I've switched up a few things here and there. There we go. Perfect. Alright, cool. Have I got everything else sorted? Am I missing something? I probably am missing something. I always miss something. But you know what? This should be fine. This'll be fine. We will be perfectly okay. I think that is the wrong thing. Right, yeah, my OBS is being a little bit weird. In terms of like scaling, I probably need to fix that. I can probably fix that with this. That's slightly better. Cool. Okay, all right. Not gonna lie, I got a little bit delayed here. Because I had to spend some time talking to myself and telling myself to stop being a silly. Using a bunch of tricks that I have learned over the past 16 weeks. Therapy is a wonderful thing. I highly recommend people at least give it a try. Like, even if it doesn't work, or even if it doesn't come out with anything, I still would highly recommend that. Right, so we are in a bit of a conundrum here. We're about... What level is this? Let's see. Great Wall. Venice. Palatoni Hideout. Opera House. Oil Rig. Oil Rig Part 2, because I don't remember its level name. Outer part of the Maridoria. We are on level 8 of 16, so we are halfway through the game. But I think we have burnt through the grace buffer that we've gotten ourselves in the past 2 levels. Just a reminder, I need to be averaging about 20 minutes per level. And if I don't, then I'm not going to hit 6 hours. I know Dragon's Lair and Home Sweet Home, I can probably clear both in about 10 minutes each, especially if I, in Home Sweet Home, if I play a lot more aggressively. It's just going to be the other 6 levels that I need to go through right now that are going to be the real issue. Ice Palace, I'm pretty sure I can also finish pretty quickly too. But we should be okay. Should be in the keyword. I have no clue whatsoever. Okay, so we start here. There is this here. I remember this part fully well. Hold on. Yep, never mind. So that saved me a difficult swim back right off the bat. Well, I say difficult. Like, at this point, we have to start thinking a little bit more like a speedrunner. So when I say that, what I mean is essentially I need to save every possible second. So I know with this, we have to fiddle about with pistons. Now, I'm almost certain that there has to be a way to mess with the pistons in a way that just means that we won't... Hey, buddy. I'm pretty sure there's barrels that show up here. I was right. And then there's a dude who just whacked me over the head, why don't you? Okay, so I know that I need to flood this area because there's that switch here. Now, what I just need to do... I don't think I need to worry about the fire. I think that's just going to be death for me if I screw up. Which, let's face it, that's very realistic of it happening. Oh, right. This is the level with the giant eel. I remember now, this is the level that's got the giant eel. As opposed to the little eel. Okay, so. Switch here. Turns off the fire. So I'm not going to have to worry about that down the line. Although I'm very impressed by the gas reserves that this ship clearly has. You know? Yeah, so that shifted those over. This leads me to a big fat nowhere. This is probably just a quick way down. Yes, it is. So, with these pistons now shifted... I know that there is... Yeah, because I think what I have to do is, yeah, I have to raise the piston up so I can jump over to that over there, which will flood the place. I'm pretty sure. I still remember a decent amount of this game. I still remember. Do you remember? Do you remember the 21st night of September? Because that's where we're at right now. Okay, nope. Pretty sure this is just a shove. Right, I recall now. I've shoved this, which means we can climb down here, which means we can pull the switch again, which will reset the pistons, which will allow me to traverse them by going back up the way I went before. This way, that is. No. No. Never mind. Okay. Ooh. And then. That's why. Have I ever thought about making, animations again? Yeah. It's not a case of like, oh, I've given up on making animations. It's, I just kind of haven't been for one, I haven't been asked, and two, I haven't been commissioned for anything. Oh, so hello, Drinky. Oh man, this is the first real test of 2 chats. Okay, so clearly I've missed something. This hasn't helped me a ton, that's for sure. But yeah, on the question of animation, it's not a case of like, have I thought about making animation? It's just, I'm lazy. I'm very lazy. I mean, I am working on something just for shits and giggles, but... Oh, I see. I see. This is what I'm meant to do. Right. Okay. I was... Uh-oh. I mean, it is a matter of time and resources. That is true. I'm a fast worker. Resources, kind of. If I don't have the 3D models or the thing I want to make, then obviously I can't make them. And even if I have the 3D models have to be rigged. Otherwise, I can't make them. I don't know. I don't know how to rig stuff. I've tried, and I failed on all accounts. I think the only time that I have rigged something that I would argue has been a success was when I did the Lethal Company video for Life Pharaoh. I had to rig the bug. The name's eluding me now. The facehugger bug. That bug. I had to rig it because I couldn't get my rig to work on it. So I had to manually rig that. That took a while. And I mean, it worked, but like, it's to me, it's less of a time issue. It's... Wait, how much health do I have? This should be enough. It was not enough. Oop. Yeah, no, it's less of a time resource. I mean, it is a resource thing. It's less of a time thing. It's more of a motivation thing, really. I'm not very good at thinking up of original ideas. So, if a model isn't rigged, you can't move the limbs. That's easy. So you can see like how Laura's moving right now. Like that's because she's got a rigged model. And that rigged model allows this full range of movement. Otherwise, she'd be like this, but not moving at all. And if I were to press forward, she would still stay in that pose and move. I won't be able to interact with the arms or anything. That is the easiest way I can summarize like what it means to like rig a character. Or another way. Imagine you had... Actually, no, yeah, no, that... Oh, would you be T-posing? It depends. So here's a little bit of animation modeling trivia. So there are two ways that you can go about the initial pose of your body. The T-pose, which, I mean, I'm sure people are very well aware of that. It's where it's legs together, you know, standing up straight, arms perpendicular, making a T-pose. The other one is A-posing. So... A-posing is where basically kind of like how Laura normally stands, honestly. Like, she is borderline A-posing in this. Now, there's advantages and disadvantages to both sides. So, with T-posing, you can ensure that you get a full range of movement on the arms. You know, so you can... what's it? So you can have it so that you know, can move the arm up and down. But the downside with that one, at least from what I see, you know, animation does take a really long time, Sammy. It takes so much time. I think my best speed in terms of animation is like 1 second of animation per like hour, which is very impressive. I've with the people that commission me, and by people that commission me I mean like Pharaoh, I seem to have a bit of a reputation of being able to get an animation done real quick. Most of the stuff that I've done for him, I've usually only had like 2 weeks to make it. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So with A-posing, you have more natural movement. Like the way the rig operates, there's more natural movement in regards to it. But it's it means that if you do try to animate more unnatural movement, it can cause issues with the rig and with the textures and all that stuff. It's sort of a combination of like textures and the model itself and such. The easy way you can actually figure that out is there's a free bit of animation software called Source Filmmaker. It's but like, so the easy way to like figure it out is if you to install Source Filmmaker, which is completely free, mind you, and just import a Team Fortress 2 model, you'll see that they're in A pose. Like attach a rig to them or just grab one of the arm bones and just have that go straight up, and you'll see how the textures kind of go a bit screwy. So there's advantages with both A and T posing. It kind of depends. It's also a bit of a preference thing. Now, personally, with me, I have no problem on T posing and A posing. Like, I don't have a preference. I've worked with both. The Sonic models I've used all are T pose. The Lethal Company stuff also all T-posed. I don't know where I'm meant to go. I think it's here. I think, yep, this is where we get the giant eel jump scare. There it is. And I nearly died to it. I'm gonna start drowning here too. Unless I find the way out, which I think is here. It is. We managed to avoid drowning. You know, animation takes a lot of time. I can't speak for my other fellow animators, but yeah, no, it takes a long time. It is a lot of hard work. As I say, like, for me, you know, I said like, oh yeah, you know, I can do like 1 second of animation an hour, but that's like not super high intensity animation, you know. So like stuff like, say, those fight scenes you might see, probably you're looking at like tenths of a second an hour if you're lucky. And like some of the highest end stuff. Another example, I know I'm making a lot of examples for like, you know, like Pharaoh stuff, but the Silver chapter, Soljan actually had mentioned in like the intro cutscene that they did. So the thing that he did for like the intro of the Silver campaign took him months to do. Oh wait, I know this one. Well, yeah, like, well, it's just, the thing is, feels like attacking humans. It's kind of like sharks don't naturally attack humans. It's just the wetsuits that we wear typically. Shit. The wetsuits that we wear typically confuse the like, because they can't see super well either. They confuse us for seals, and so they bite us. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, that's the same thing with a lot of predators. For the most part, it's like, unless you're threatening their young, their food, or they are desperately hungry, they typically, the wild animals that you see typically don't attack. Like, I've seen plenty of safari videos of like, okay, am I missing something? I don't think I'm missing something. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm meant to do. Maybe I'm just grabbing too soon, because I think I've mentioned before that. Yes, I was grabbing too soon, because I had mentioned that the game has a weird thing where if you grab, it replaces all your forward momentum with its own kind of forward momentum. And so if you grab too early, you can't make the full Okay, now I think we drop down and make our way back. Yeah, I don't think it was a camera angle thing. I think it was I just grabbed too early, because I'll run and jump and grab. Laura, you can see, like, with these boxes and everything, it's like... Oop, there is essentially, like, a block. That's a simple way to say it. It's like, it's essentially like a block. There we go. Like this. This is one block. So Laura can, when running, jumping, and grabbing, clear 3 blocks total. But if you grab too early, she doesn't do those 3 grab. She doesn't do that 3 block distance. She'll maybe do like 2.5. So typically what you have to do is you have to maximize it, you have to grab at literally the last possible second. The good news with that is that if you do it, you're guaranteed to make the grab. The bad news is that if you're off by just that little bit, you'll hit the wall, then fall. Most likely to your death. I don't know why I'm here. You know, I'm just following. I'm just following this path and assuming it's the correct path. And I can see why I was right. I was right about it all. Because now we're in the living quarters. Actually, wait, I think we're near the end of the level. If I recall, there's just a little bit here, then we're in the actual living quarters itself, and then there's a... Oh, hey, buddy. Well, how are we doing for time? Every time I look, I've noticed, every time I've looked, it's always said like 10, 11 minutes. Right, yes. So, there is the Jade Dragon. Oh. I was wondering what I was shooting at there. It was a barracuda. That is if I want to go for the secret. I'm not going for the Jade Dragon. It is a waste of time. We do not have time for this. So I think here I need to... Yeah, so I think I have to do... No. What is it I need to do here? Clearly there's something I gotta do here. Oops. Clearly there's something I gotta do here. It's probably... Oh, I see what I gotta do here. Right. Yes, this makes sense. This makes sense. This makes sense. I understand what the game is asking of me. And then I shimmy over to the right. You know, I don't know why there's a collapsing platform there. I don't know the point of it, but it's there. It is a platform. It collapses. And now we are here in the living quarters. Now, I wonder, because I know where I have to go. Just past there. Oh, what? I thought you died. Anything? No. Okay. So over there is where I have to get to. But I wonder, what if I were to simply run, jump, and then at the last second, I think I can make that. I think if I was a little bit more to the right, I could make that. Or This crate might have the answer. Maybe I don't need to do that. They really don't want me here, do they? Okay, yeah, I heard that the sound of that cocking. That was fucking loud.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is a key. Which means it's not going to be possible. But what if I were to just try one more time? Just one more time. Just one more time. But if I were to aim right there. I feel I can make that. I feel I can make that. I don't want to tempt fate too much. The thing is, I can't move the crate. I can't move the crate over there. It slants upwards. The game doesn't let you with that. Yeah. No, I'm grabbing too early. That's the thing. Remember what I said? Where it's like, this is about 3, isn't it? Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So realistically, I will do one more. No. Okay. I'm 99% certain that there is a speedrun strategy to do that. I'm just too dumb. Unless... Oh no, that was even less likely. Okay, no, that's fine. I've wasted too much time. Time which I don't have. Yeah, going back on the topic of animation, I like animating. It is fun. I just struggle to think of original ideas. That's my main problem. I can't think up original ideas very well. So, you know, you probably say, well, what do you mean? You've done work for Life Arrow. Yeah, and that's when I've had something to work with. You know, that's when I've known exactly, like, that's when I've had audio. And just been able to work off that audio. Yeah, it was really close. I'm 99% certain that there is a trick with the speed, with like actual speed running to do that. I don't have the knowledge, and while I could look it up, I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying going through this with a overall lack of like knowledge of the tricks. You know? Pretty sure this. Yes. Yeah, like with back with Waifus of Overwatch. That one there was just audio. Like, yeah, sure, it was just audio, but I could work with it. You know, I could take what they were saying and I could make something of it. They were fun to animate as well. Like, those were, like, one of my first, I guess, big breaks. I say big breaks. It didn't really result in anything. But it was fun to do. I actually remember, back when they did their, like, 1-year anniversary where they got, what's it? Where they got, why do I not remember Torbjorn's voice actor? Torbjorn's voice actor and Darren DePaul. I remember I actually did start to animate that. But unfortunately, I had lost interest in Overwatch at that point. I was done with Overwatch. So... The funny part is, I'm pretty sure I still have that file. Most of the animations are broken, I'm 99% sure. But I'm pretty sure I still have that file. The problem is that I don't use Source Filmmaker anymore. I've migrated to Blender now. But yeah, no, it did get me some experience. And I mean, it was fun. It was fun animating those. I can't see shit, Captain. I mean, to give an idea, if there we go. If Daniel and Aaron started another podcast, but this time it was about Marvel Rivals, I'd probably do a couple more of them. I like Marvel Rivals. To be honest with you, I was actually debating with myself if I wanted to continue Tomb Raider Day or if I wanted to play Marvel Rivals. No, I'm pressing LT right now. I know it's a button combo. I think it was something like draw weapon and LT. Yeah, I remember. I know the one I know the dedicated button. I don't. Hold on. Does it? Sure. Let's look at the controls real quickly. No. Well, those obviously don't apply because we don't have duck or dash. Yeah, no, there is no. There is none. Okay, cool. How many minutes is that? 21 minutes. Those jumps cost me dearly. Yeah, I know there's a combo. There is definitely a combo. I've done the combo accidentally. Mostly on Tomb Raider 3, but I've done the combo multiple times. I'm pretty sure there's a grenade launcher on this floor. Hey, look at that. There's a grenade launcher on the floor. Okay, so I know what I need to do here. I need the strong room key, touchpad, and R1 on the PlayStation 4. Problem with that. I'm playing on the PC with an Xbox controller. Okay. Alright. Need to think this through. Need to think this carefully. I think it's a case where I have to drop down the levels to get up to the top level, then make my way down again. I think. I just don't recall how. Yep, that looks like that Reddit post was right. It is indeed. Now, hold on. There's something back here. Just do it. No. Oh, this might have killed me. It didn't. Okay, so I'm pretty sure up here just leads me to a secret. I'm gonna climb up here anyway, just in case. Nope. I have to make the climb over here. But yeah, like if Danielle and oh, fuck off. Oh no, it might have worked. If Danielle and Aaron ever did a wife fuse with Rivals, I'd probably do it. I have the means to make, like, okay, the certain key, yeah, all right. I have the means to make to make Marvel Rival animations. I mean, that's like the thing I'm working on right now is Spider-Man, like Marvel Rival Spider-Man, dancing to Specialist from Persona 4. Oh, hold on. Oh, I thought I saw something there. And that's using like the actual like the actual model from the game. Now, granted, it's going slow, mostly because I was actually animating yesterday, but it kept crashing on me for some reason. I don't know why. My PC's been having some issues recently. I'm a little bit nervous of the issue accelerating. It's from Persona 4 Dancing All Night, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's actually in, like, regular Persona 4. I've never actually played a Persona game. I want to, at some point. I know it starts by going... I think some people meme on it. Like, you know, like when your opponent does a minor spelling mistake kind of deal. You know? Pretty sure there's a flamethrower dude somewhere around here. Okay. So this door is where I need to get out. Or why I need to get in, I should say. Once I get in there, level's over. So I just have to try to find the solution real damn quick. Which, you know, good luck me on that one. Well, that's good. Cool. As I say, I've never played a Persona game in my life. I want to. I just haven't gone around to it. Mostly because I've got, like, a bajillion other RPGs that I want to play. Like, I've been holding off on completing Chantilly's for an extremely long period of time at this point. I'm at the final boss of Chantilly's, and I just can't be arsed. I just can't be bothered streaming it. No, I was streaming Night Rain instead, and then Tomb Raider. But then it's like I also want to play through the Final Fantasy games. Want to play through the Trials of Cold Steel games. Pretty sure this is a stern key. Yes, it is. I want to play through the Persona games. There's a lot of games I want to play. That's the only way I can say it. Just there are games I want to play. There are many of them, and I don't have a ton of time. Hold on. I remember there is... There it is! Fortunes of Marco Baratori. I have to. Every time I hear that track... Every time I hear that Tomb Raider track, I have to. Just one more for good measure. I don't need those shotgun shells. Would it be nice to have them? Yes, but I don't know if I've got a time limit on this trapdoor. Cool. Water's gone. mean, you could go all the way with it rather than just deal cold tea. Put some ice in it. Boom. Iced tea. That's how iced tea works, right? I don't drink tea. I don't even drink coffee. You know, if you were to say like, oh, what kind of character would represent you in terms of like drink? It'd be a Namekian. I only drink water. And maybe the occasional hot chocolate. Or milkshake. Love me a chocolate milkshake. Unfortunately, I have to lessen that because diet stuff. You know, like one of the first things you gotta cut out of your diet if you want to lose weight, it has to be processed sugars. What is there a lot of in milkshakes? And I guess hot chocolates. Processed sugars. Right, yeah, I remember this has got bullshit around it. And I'm pretty sure that there's an achievement if I can navigate my way around here. Oh, nope. I failed the achievement. That's fine. There's an achievement for navigating around this bit without... Oh, okay. Yeah, and then I jump over here and then up here. I mean, it still feels faster. It probably isn't, but like, it's fine. Though I wouldn't know. No, that's too much even for me. That is... Oh no. That's just a secret. I don't care about the secret. Ah. Hey, buddy. Wait, actually, that would mean there's no point in me being here. Because it's like to get to the other side without... Yeah, no, there's nothing... There's no point here. It was just ammo. I mean, I'm not going to say no to ammo. But I'm just saying I don't actually need it. Okay, yeah, so I have to get up there somehow. And I think I do that through here. Now, I forget if this does a shark jump scare. I want to say there is a sharp jump scare. Sharp jump scare? Shark! Yeah, so this is the way around. So I think the achievement is to get the key without going into the water here. Right, no, wait. Ah! Right, yeah, it's through here. Shark jump scare? Barracuda jump scare. Oh. Being rather tame there with your spooks, aren't you? That's fine. You tried your best. Okay, so I'm 99% certain that I'm probably going to be safe if I were to drop down onto the boat. However, that's 99% still has a 1% chance of failure. And there is that 1%. I think that's crazy. I got hit once, and that is not enough for me to make the drop down. I think I've said before that I despise mandatory... Welcome back, Drinky. I despise mandatory damage in games. Okay, is this a strong room key? Cabin key. Okay. There we go. There's the sharks. Yeah, I absolutely hate mandatory damage in video games. I think it's stupid. I think it's bad design. Because there's a potential of just, if you get particularly unlucky, just soft locking yourself. Now, if it's mandatory damage in the sense of, say, like an attack where you sacrifice some health, that's fine. That's a different situation entirely. But I'm talking about there, where dropping down hurts me. I had to be full health in order to not die there. That, to me, is very daft. I don't like that. I didn't like... there hasn't been a single game where it's had it where you take mandatory damage that I've not looked at and just went, that is really goddamn stupid. To be fair with me, like the only milkshakes I ever had was McDonald's milkshakes. So you know those especially weren't good for me. Like, you know, the oh, good. I was worried that you might be a flamethrower dude. Yeah, like stuff with, like, when it's adventure-related stuff, I thoroughly dislike. I'm not a fan. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the cabin key I use somewhere around here. Maybe... No. No, maybe I missed it here. No. See, I've got a problem here. If I were to try to... Actually, hang on. No, no keyhole. Okay. I think I know what I have to do. I just don't like that I have to do it. I'm going to save just in case, because if I screw this up, and... Oh shit, no, I don't want to do that yet. Alright, cool. Got him. A door is opened. And an angry man has came out. I think the biggest... oh, right, yeah, that door leads to the gold secret, I'm 90% certain. Is it? Yes, gold secret. I don't know what I'm meant to do to unlock that. But you know what? This is fine. Uh-huh. I mean, it's particularly difficult when you, you know, can't, okay, this will give me a way back, won't it? This will let me climb back to the upper deck. It is funny because there is an achievement on one of the levels where you set yourself on fire and then you just go through the rest of the level on fire. Uh-huh. I think the level was called This Is Fine. Or the achievement was called This Is Fine. Okay. So far, this is not turning out very good for me. There is another drop here, so I'm hoping this is where the cabin is. because otherwise I've just been wasting my time. So I'm pretty sure I can push this all the way, and then that will give me a means to climb up this way. I think I might need to move it to the left, though, because I think that hole's gonna be in the way. Yes, it is. Oh, those phishing emails, they're annoying, but they're also hilarious. Like, my guy. It's like, oh, because the thing is, I've always made it a thing where if I ever get an email from, like, say, PayPal or my bank saying, oh, your account's been locked due to suspicious activity, then I don't click on the link to check. I go to their official website. Like, I don't click a link saying, click here to go to your PayPal account. It's like, no. I'm gonna open a new tab, and I am going to enter in paypal.com. And I've always done this. Like, ever since I got my first like, you know, phishing email, I've always done that. Okay, okay, there's nothing here. Where do I use this cabin key? I know it's not at the top deck because that's the strong room key. Oh my god. Okay. I will probably reload. Yeah, I will probably have to reload. But what if... See, that's too... No, that isn't it. Okay, because I'm gonna reload, I am gonna try and corner bug this. Just gonna go into classic because it's a bit easier to get a read on the classic. No. Yeah, no, for me, like, a common thing I would always recommend is if you ever get and this, I guess this is like genuine advice for people. If you ever get an email where, okay, I don't think I can corner jump that. I can probably corner jump this, though. If you ever get an email from something you use where it says, like, your thing is, you know, compromised. And because the thing is, some of them have gotten very smart and they do look legitimate. But if they say that instead of, like, you know, click on this link to do that, just go to the official site. Go to the official site, sign into your account. You'll know if it's a phishing email or not. Let's say I am definitely going to reload here. Yeah, like that's the easiest way to just beat it out. Just go to the company, go to your company's official website. Don't follow that link. Okay, if I just do this is going to be a slow corner jump. I just want to check over there. Yes. Yeah, no, I was right, wasn't I? So I'm guessing there's nothing up here, is there? Is there? There could be, actually. So if I fall down here and then... Okay, there is something there. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Let's see what this is. I mean, what? How long has it been? 22 minutes. I'm gonna have to reload anyway if this isn't where the cabin key is meant to be used, and I don't know why the cabin key would need to be used here. But if it is, then I know. And then I can reload and then just blast through all this. Okay, and then there's that over there. Thought I heard footsteps. Yeah, you would think that, but I've ran around the cabins. That's the thing. I've ran around and looked at the cabins, unless I missed it. This doesn't feel correct. This doesn't feel correct in the slightest. But there are enemies here, so it might be correct. But I don't know. But if it is correct, I'm going to reload. Because obviously I spent all that time wandering around. I don't think it is. Wait, hold on. This was just another way up. Or would it be another way down? Hold on. 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 Hang on. Hang fire. Okay, well. Oop. And then I'm gonna guess. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hey, buddy. You been in here long? Yeah, I know you're gonna beat the shit out of me. I just wanna look around here. Okay, yep. Okay, I know how to solve this one. This is a simple solution. I said this is a simple solution. Just gotta... I'm gonna go for this one. So pretty sure that I can just... Yeah, if I just... Oh yeah, like the Maradoria levels make no sense whatsoever. Like, logically, they make no sense. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can turn around and say, well, what about all the ancient contraptions in Zoomer, excuse me, in the previous stuff that not only function, but they function, you know, centuries later. That's where suspension of disbelief kicks in. All right, that's a thing. But like, this is a ship that has been ripped in half, that has been down here clearly for a very long time. And yet, the pistons in the engine room still work. It still has fire going on in regards to it. The glass has not shattered from the pressure of the water. There is still oxygen. Like, it's just... So, the Maradoria was a vessel that was carrying an item called the Seraph. Now, the Seraph is a key item for a monastery which is holding on to the handle. Oh, wait. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm just going to run past you. Because I don't know if that door's timed. Why do you say that? I think it is. Anyway, so the Seraph is a key for an ancient temple, which holds a handle, and that handle is required to open the door to the Dagger of Zion. Now, you could, of course, argue that realistically, if it's a wooden door, which it is, dynamite. Oh, fuck off. Who is shooting at me and from where? Who is shooting at me and where? I can't get a lock on him. Is this bastard shooting at me through the wall? So, the handle is in Tibet because there was a war between some Tibetan monks and a Chinese emperor who turned himself into a dragon with the use of the dagger. He clearly is, because I have not seen him this entire time. It's fine. We are done with the level. I'm not even going to kill the fire dude. Okay, and then we hop over here. Then we hop over here. Then we go up to this bit here. Oh. You good, buddy? Oh, there's two of them. That's not what you want to see. I'm gonna save here because I get the feeling that I'm gonna do a fresh save just in case. Okay. I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna hop down this way. Perfect. Yeah, no, so they were Tibetan monks that were fighting against the Chinese emperor. Said emperor turned himself into a dragon. During the battle, the emperor was defeated. And they sealed the dagger underneath the Great Wall. And they took the handle back with them. There we go, level done. 21 minutes. We still are not doing good for time. This is very unfortunate, if I'm honest with you. Okay, cool. We're gonna skip this. Yes, because the dagger was in his heart, and I'm guessing it's kind of like the whole thing. Yeah, let's see. Is it called the Seraph? It is called. It is literally called the Seraph. You know, I could run into cover, or I could jump over. All right, cool. I think I just gotta jump to that. I think I have to jump through it. Yes, and then I go over here. Cool. Hello, Mr. Eagle. I know that I have to get over to there. I think it's doing this. Yeah, I think I just gotta find a platform and start climbing up. This is the level with the snowmobiles. Yes, yes it is. I just have to... One, I need to get the keys for the snowmobile, I'm pretty sure. Do I? Actually, no, I don't think I do. I do have to find the way up to that side of the ravine, though. I like the ravine level. I like the snowmobiles. Don't get me wrong, it was a bit clunky, but I thought it was fun. Now, I'm guessing I have to do stuff up here. Probably have to make the jump somewhere. Yeah, I feel Tomb Raider never got the vehicles down right. Nope, nope, that's not enough. I'm just gonna load. We're just gonna load. You know, fun fact. Did you know that the American Eagle sound that they do isn't actually from an American Eagle? Yes, it is. It is actually possible to win against the Jeep. In fact, there's an achievement for it. Okay, this is either a secret or this is where I'm meant to go. I'm hoping it's the latter. Nice miss. Excuse me. Tomb Raider 4 is okay. I completed it somewhat recently. I just don't have it on my YouTube channel yet. But yeah, no, I've completed Tomb Raider 4. It's okay. It's okay. I wasn't a fan of all the backtracking. It made the level design confusing and a bit of a mess. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. And I'm gonna get, I mean, I know... Oh, the Egyptian gods, it's, so... So basically, the start of Tomb Raider 4, you accidentally release Set from his prison. And in order to stop him, you need to get the armor of Horus. I saw you get tool gunned in there. Okay, yeah, sure, go for the eagle, Laura, not the guys with the guns that are shooting at you. But Set's able to stop you from summoning Horus, so you just seal him in the pyramid. I forgot how much health these guys have. I forgot just how much fucking health these guys all have. Yeah, that's how Tomb Raider 4 ends. And then they were like, okay, good, we're done with Tomb Raider, right? And then I'm guessing it was Sony were like, no. And so they made Tomb Raider 5. And then they were like, okay, now are we done? And Sony was like, No. Instead they made Angel of Darkness. We don't talk about Angel of Darkness. Okay, I know that I meant to... Jesus. I know I meant to move those blocks, but I'm 99% sure that I can just ignore that. Oh my... Ah, shit. Okay. Now, the real headache with using these things is just the sheer amount of damage that you take. I'm curious on what they did, because the Tomb Raider 4, 5, 6 remaster, obviously that includes Angel of Darkness. I'm curious to see what they did to make, at the very least, like I'm hoping. Oh shit! There's what I mean by clunky. Part of your vehicle goes off, you're falling. This is gonna kill. This is gonna take so much time to, you know, clean up. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if I take a hard left, yes, and that got me an achievement, and then I died. I don't know why I went that way. Yeah, because I know that I'm going through all the Tomb Raider games again on my channel. Like, I played, I played all of them back in my childhood. But the last Tomb Raider game I ever played in, like, you know, the entirety of the franchise was Tomb Raider 2013. Also, that was a pretty sick drift, if I do say so myself. And I remember I wasn't the... Okay. I wasn't the biggest fan of that game. Especially since, raiding tombs was optional. Which... Did you guys not know you were making a Tomb Raider game? It's literally in the title. Oh, no, I fucked this up. I fucked this up. Okay, I'm just going to reload. We're going to reload. We're going to get back to this bit, and then we're going to save it. Yeah, how were they? I've heard that apparently they get better after 2013, but it, you know... They basically go for this Uncharted-like style, which I'm no shade on Uncharted. I've played Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. They're good games. But, like, you know. Oh, fuck off. I'm just gonna load. I'm just gonna load. I forgot to save. Again. Of course I did. Of course. Why would I not? Why would I subject myself to this? Yeah, like I say, like from what I've heard, the Survivor timeline, it's basically just Uncharted, but rather than a, you know, wisecracking hero, we've got a childhood trauma. Which, you know, well, then again, I know that IDOS seem to absolutely despise the old Lara Croft design stuff. Oh, fuck off. And that time it killed me. You know, I could probably just make the jump to that bit, but you know. But yeah, like I remember watching a documentary, you know, asking like, why does Eidos hate the older Tomb Raiders? Because when they got the rights to Tomb Raider, in every interview, they basically were trash talking the core games. So Underworld is the third of the Legend series. Oh yeah, I can make that. It's a third of the Legend series. It's not actually... Yeah, I can make that. It's not actually the... So, the Legend trilogy was Legend, Anniversary, Underworld. Oh yeah, no, I understand that, but if you ever look at any of the interviews, they were saying like, you know, oh... You know, it's clear that they're just using Laura for fan service when they're not. They really aren't. I don't care what they say. There's been nothing like the. Okay, what the hell? Anniversary is an unfaithful remake of Tomb Raider 1. Like, it follows the plot, sure, but like. So Laura doesn't kill anybody up until Natla's Mines. Like, in Anniversary, she doesn't kill Pierre. She doesn't kill Larson up until... God damn it. Up until Natla's Mines. But the thing is then after that, they made her, like... Just essentially, like... mentally broken at the fact that she killed somebody for this sorry, as the last one would say, the Scion. Okay, good, I made it. I'm gonna save. But yeah, it was honestly unfaithful. A lot of the things that they changed, people didn't like. Honestly, myself included. Wait, no, I'm not meant to go this way yet. It was a fine game, don't get me wrong. It was perfectly harmless, but you know, when it's meant to be like, oh yeah, here is Tomb Raider 1. There we go. Here is Tomb Raider 1 remade for you know, using like the Legend control and such. But yeah, just so much of it. So much of it was just not right. I mean, I personally wasn't a fan of it. Well, no, that's not true. I did play it. I did complete it. The thing is, I do like the... I think I've said it before on stream that if they were to ever, like, reboot the timeline, don't even take anything from the Survivor timeline. Just make it a combination of Legend and Classic. I genuinely think that's what all the, you know, the long-going Tomb Raider fans would want. You know, give us like Legends combat minus the, minus the quick time events, of course. And the movement, and then give us like obviously adapted to work for the Legends, but give us the level design of the puzzles for the Tomb Raider games, like the old ones. Wait, hold on. I don't have a key. Oh no. No. Don't tell me I've done all this for nothing. Don't tell me I've done all this for nothing. You know what? I refuse. I'm going to save here just in case. Come on. Shit. Okay. Fine, we'll just backtrack. There's this door here. I think maybe this is the key. Does it open? Well, it will now, hopefully. It opens. Good. Good. I don't know if this is going to be a secret. I don't think it is. I'm saving again on a separate save. Because I don't know if I can actually make this jump. No. Well, there's the key. So that's a good sign. Oops. That's fine. We just need to climb up here. This is fine. I'm not freaking out at all. Not freaking out at all. What would give you that idea? Honestly, what would honestly make you think that? Drawbridge. Yes. Oh, thank God. I need heavy firepower. These guys have too much health. I'm trying to avoid the absolute... Okay, well, it's a good thing I have all these health kits. Okay, yes, so this takes me back outside. If I wanted the secret, I would climb down, but I don't want the secret. I just want to get back to my snowmobile, back to the drawbridge. It would make sense. I'm saving that for floating isles and the dragon's den. So I also don't think I've got a ton of them, do I? I've got 8. Yeah, it's not practical. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is fine. I mean, probably, yeah. I'm not using the M16 more so... I mean, I might use it for the snowmobile guys. Just because they are annoying. Yeah, no, like, the flying enemies would be good as well. I'm debating my options. The problem is, obviously, because I've been trying to do this, like, get through this quickly. For the achievement, I haven't had much of an opportunity to grab ammo. That's sort of the main... I guess the main problem I've got. You know, hindsight, I probably could have just taken the snowmobile back, can't I? You know, as opposed to having to do all this. But then I would have just been able to get onto the snowplow here. Made a move on. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. There we go. I would hope not. I mean, the thing is as well is that there was... I mean, I could have gotten grenade launcher ammo by getting the secrets in level 1. I've memorized where that is. but I didn't because, again, grabbing all 3 secrets takes time. A lot of time, which I don't have. Okay. Back onto this. I will save. Because I know that these machine gun ones are a royal pain in the ass. Also that. Yep, the game really went there with that. Actually, you know something? I want to try something a bit funny. What if, instead of just fighting them, like, what if I were to instead just leave? Hell yeah, I'm not coming back here. And they can't make this jump. God, that just gave me a nostalgia flashback there. Crystal Maze was interesting. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be on that shoe. That was close. Oh. Well. I guess it doesn't matter. Alright. They've spawned. Just gonna hop on. And we're going home. That guy can have fun with his cool little snowmobile. Oh boy. I knew that was gonna go. I wonder how he's gonna explain this to his boss. Hey, yo, boss, I missed the Tomb Raider broad. You lost him? What do you mean you lost him? Huh? Yeah, well, you see, boss, she went out of the area. Yes. On a snowmobile. Okay. Hailing to 0 point here. Yeah, well, you see, boss, I don't have a boost, boss. Well, then how did you get around there in the first place, then? Really? You know, boss? That is a good question. How did I get over that jump? Huh. Well, you know, boss, if you really think about it, I don't remember exactly what happened before. It's almost like I've been how you say, almost like tool gunned in by the act of maybe somebody here's gone and reached a certain point that triggered my my existence and all that. Tony, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, well, think about it, boss. You know, do you really know what's happening here? Do you know how we're getting here before things? How do we know about the fact that she's got the Seraph there? You know, like why, I can see the steam coming out of your head there, boss. Yes, I think you should shut up. All right, boss. And this. All right, sweet. Now, I actually think that the game doesn't let you up unless you do an exploit. Or maybe I think I'm thinking Halo. I think I'm confusing it with Halo. There's like a bit where you're meant to abandon your vehicle, but if you're in a ghost, you can say nah. So I'm pretty sure there's no leopards here. Oh, I know, this is a cabin key. Hey, Tony. Yeah? You locked up the key, right? Yeah. Where'd you put the key, Tony? Oh, I put it in the lake. In the frozen lake. Yeah? How? Oh, if I'm honest with you, Luigi, ain't the foggiest. You know, maybe I never actually, you know, now that I've come to think of it, I don't actually remember closing up the cabin anyway. Jesus Christ. I'm just doing this. Stuff. And... things. Anyway, what was I gonna get? Oh yeah, I can just imagine the existential crisis that the goons will have. Oh yeah, I know what I gotta do here. I need to save. Because I know that we are fighting... you. I'll be fine as long as he doesn't run into me like that. Cool. Now, it's mine. You know, fun fact, if you try to go for the achievement where you don't use anything other than your pistols, firing this... firing that loses you the achievement. Okay, saving so that we don't need to find him again. Ignore the floating body, nothing to see here. Yeah, because that's the thing, I don't have the speed for that. I should, though. Well, maybe, hold on. I think I know. Now, see, I could just... okay, never mind. I did just... you know, I'm just kind of there like, I could have just. And then I did just. What am I doing? No, I gotta push it the other way. That's what I have to do. You know, I could look at what the time is right now in terms of how this is going. I don't want to. Because if I'm honest with you, I'm nervous on how long it's taken me to get through this level. Uh-oh. Well. I'm sorry, what? Huh? Okay, game. If this is how we're gonna do it, then we'll do it that way. Sure, why not, you know? Okay. Now maybe we can actually get through this without dying this time. That'd be fantastic. Wonderful, even. Come on. Get unstuck. Get unstuck, boy. There we go. Well. Cool. Just gonna use a health kit. And I'm just gonna... When did I get 200 bullets here, huh? Who cares? Okay, I see where I need to go. Oh. Oh, cool. That's the level done. 16. Yes! We're getting our buffer back. We're finally getting our buffer back. But unfortunately, that is all the time I've got today. But, I mean, hey. Things are starting to look up a little bit. But, for now, yeah, I'm gonna call it good. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye.